Good evening. Welcome to another edition of Consumer Health Awareness. Thank you for joining us. In today's controversial interview, research scientist and weight loss expert Kelly Wilson claims she has identified certain foods you may be eating that you think are healthy but are actually making you gain weight, and how, if you eat special flat stomach foods, you can completely turn your diet around. Kelly, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Tim. I'm honored to have been invited here today.
Now, thanks for being here. I know you want to share with people the special foods that kill fat. I want to ask you a few important questions, though, first.
Sure.
You're a research scientist and weight loss expert. You've probably researched and tried more weight loss products than any human I know on this planet. Can you share a little bit of your story?
Sure. It's kind of embarrassing because people now know me as a weight loss expert. But you see, Tim, I was known as the fat girl growing up and always used to get picked on and teased by the other kids in school for being overweight. See, I was always very self-conscious of my body, especially my stomach area. I mean, there were never any clothes that ever looked great on me. I tried almost every weight loss pill, gadget, or diet program you see advertised on TV and all over magazines, but I couldn't lose weight for the life of me.
Now, I think many of us know how that feels.
I blew tons of money on personal trainers, all the newest diet fads, and even taking dangerous diet pills. And when that didn't work, I even tried to double the dose and ended up almost killing myself. Luckily, I survived. I think I have tried almost every single diet program that you see advertised on TV or magazines, from pills to gadgets to workout DVDs, you name it. When none of it worked, I figured it was my fault for not having pushed hard enough. So I became the fat girl in the gym. I was there for hours every day and even on weekends, but somehow could not get any results, even after hiring expensive personal trainers. I even tried eating like a rabbit and only eating salads all day. I just wanted to be able to look good and fit into the clothes that weren't always available in my size. I hated looking fat, and I hated that no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't get any results. I even started to blame my genetics and began to believe that maybe losing weight just wasn't in the cards for me. So believe me, I know how it feels to think you are doing everything right, but still seeing no results.
Well, I think many of us can relate to how frustrating that feels.
Now I can sit here and tell you my whole life story and how I went on a mission, researching and reading almost every scientific study on fat loss to finally discover a fat loss solution that really works. But that would take too long, and I know we don't have much time and need to get to the information that will show people that are watching from home today the truth about how to lose weight and doing it the right way.
Now, I know you're on a mission to tell people the truth with your new book about what you've discovered, to make people aware of the #1 reason they're not losing weight no matter how hard they diet or exercise. I know that you talk about in your new book that there are certain foods that people are eating that they think are healthy but are actually making people gain weight. Can you share for the people watching from home what are the bad foods?
Sure. There are actually many foods people are eating because they think they are healthy, but these foods are actually making them gain stomach fat. And who can blame them? Because many of these foods are marketed as healthy by companies who just want to sell more of their products. Many of these foods are marketed as healthy, fat-free, low-fat, sugar-free, reduced fat, and even many foods labeled as diet. I was shocked to find out what some of the ingredients are in some of these so-called diet foods. You see, Tim, since the food companies need to make these foods taste, smell, look, and feel like the original, they end up having to put artificial sweeteners in ingredients. However, these ingredients they are using as replacements are actually doing people more harm than good. Take diet soda, for example. Many people believe that if you drink diet soda, you'll end up consuming fewer calories and lose weight. However, several scientific studies show that diet sodas make you fat.
Really?
Yes. Here's what scientists have discovered. What they found is that the more diet soda a person drinks, the more weight they are likely to gain.
Now, what about sodas that have 0 calories?
Just because some sodas have 0 calories, it doesn't mean it can't lead to weight gain. In fact, a recent study from the University of Texas found people who drink 0-calorie sodas gain more weight because of artificial sweeteners contained in the diet sodas.
Now, let me ask you this. Companies know about these ingredients that are making people obese. I mean, they're doing this purposefully?
It's a lot like the tobacco industry was 10 years ago. Remember, all these studies that came out showing that tobacco nicotine was really harmful, people were getting lung diseases, certain types of cancers, but the tobacco industry managed to cover up all the studies. The huge tobacco companies managed to cover all the studies saying that the studies weren't valid, even though millions of people were getting sick and dying. That's exactly what's going on with the multi-billion-dollar food industry. That's a lot bigger and even more powerful than the tobacco companies. All the research is starting to come out, and they're covering it up. The average person just doesn't know about the new research, and we need to get out there right away to save people's lives.
That's crazy.
Yes, what's going on is pretty bad. These companies are putting harmful ingredients into our foods, foods that we're feeding our children, that we're eating thinking they're healthy when actually they're making us gain weight. This has caused the biggest obesity epidemic we have seen in history. Take a look at this chart. We now have the largest amount of obese people in the world. In fact, did you know that there are over 457 million people who are overweight, and together they carry around an extra 5 billion pounds of excess fat?
Now that is a lot of overweight people.
That's more people than there are in the entire country. Just imagine living in a country where every single person is overweight. That's how serious this problem has become.
Now, in your new book, you say that obesity is the #1 killer in the world. Can you explain?
Yes. Being overweight is the #1 cause of all the major health problems out there. Health problems like heart disease, strokes, high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, and even cancer. Over 12 million people are dying each year from obesity-initiated diseases. Childhood obesity is getting out of control. Our children are getting sick. They are getting obese at a very young age, all because we are not educated on what are the right foods to eat. Someone has to do something about this. So, I've made it my mission to inform consumers on the truths I've discovered from studying all the scientific studies that are coming out. Take a look. These are studies that have just come out in the last few months, okay?
All right.
Okay, now that's not all of them. Here's more. And here are even more studies.
Right.
These are all studies showing that many of these so-called healthy foods that many people are eating are actually making people overweight and making them sick over time. The worst part is that these foods we are also feeding to our children. Here are more studies. And here are some more. You're starting to get the picture here.
Yes, that is enough.
Here's some more.
Don't show me any more.
And I've got another pile down below. Okay?
Right.
So, the point is that it's not just me saying this. These are the documented scientific studies that have been coming out lately. I'm here to expose this conspiracy that is going on. People have a right to know the truth.
Okay, since we don't have much time, any other foods that people may think are healthy for them but have harmful ingredients?
Yes. There's so many of them, but there are a few: canned fruits, canned vegetables, and anything with edible color, including cereals.
What, my cereal?
Yes. Most people are not aware that foods such as cereal contain large amounts of salt, sugar, and hydrogenated fats, which is making them gain weight. especially milk. I know people are probably surprised to hear milk on the list of foods to avoid. With all those commercials out there telling us that milk does a body good, who could blame them?
Really? Milk?
Yes. The food industry has done a great job deceiving the public with their "milk does a body good" slogan and clever advertising campaigns. However, here are the facts on milk. Breast milk can grow a 7-pound baby into a 28-pound toddler in a very short period. Milk alone can be responsible for making that baby gain 3 times its weight or 300% weight gain in only 12 months. Once the baby is anywhere from 1 to 2 years old, the mom stops breastfeeding and her milk dries up. The child never drinks breast milk again. Cows are very similar. The only difference is that the cow's milk grows a baby calf into a 2,000-pound cow in its first 2 years. That means cow's milk is even more fattening than human milk. And it should be, because cows are bigger than humans.
Right.
The problem is that humans are the only species on Earth that have been tricked by the greedy multi-billion-dollar dairy industry to keep drinking milk as adults because it's supposedly healthy for you, when in fact it's designed by nature to make you very fat in a very short amount of time. In fact, a recent Harvard study of more than 12,000 children nationwide found that the more milk they drank, the more they gained.
Now, I know as part of your research, you've discovered special foods that actually kill fat and can make people's diet a success.
Yes, there is what I call in my book special flat stomach foods that actually kill body fat and have completely turned around people's diets. I show all these foods in detail in my new book, and the best part is they are literally hundreds of delicious fat-burning foods that you can choose from, making it very easy to lose weight.
Really? How is that possible?
The reason is these special foods actually use more calories to digest than they have in them. This means they increase the body's metabolism and gets the body burning unwanted fat naturally, like it was designed by nature.
So you can eat all these delicious foods all day long?
Yes, these are special foods that boost up your metabolism every time you eat them. Now, there are a lot of people out there that have destroyed their metabolism by dieting for too long or eating the wrong foods for too many years.
Right.
These special foods are the solution to fix those metabolism issues because they repair the metabolism as you eat them to help the body burn off unwanted fat naturally.
So Kelly, if I understand this correctly, if I just eat these special foods that kill fat, I can lose weight.
That's all you need to do. Eat what I call special flat stomach foods to make your diet a success.
All right, Kelly, I'm going to start eating these special flat stomach foods to turn my diet around and eliminate the foods that are making people fat that you mention in your book. But I have a feeling that my grocery bill is going to go up. Is that correct?
No, it is not going to cost you more money. It's actually going to save you money. Because when you eliminate all the bad foods from your grocery bill, you save thousands per year. And at the same time, learn which delicious foods you love and that it actually kills the fat and makes you healthy, full of energy, and slim down all at the same time. And once you start eating right, your body starts eating smaller portions more frequently, and you get full faster.
So what you're telling me is that the book pays for itself with the first grocery bill.
Exactly. The Eat Healthy Secrets book is based on the latest scientific studies, which I pulled out earlier. But it's in a very easy to understand format with lots of pictures showing you what foods you may be eating that are making you gain weight and hundreds of foods that kill fat so that you can choose your favorite ones and start eating these to get healthier, and as a side effect, people are losing more weight than they ever thought possible because they are fixing their metabolism.
This seems like it's the simplest program in the world. All I have to do is pick some of my favorite foods from the hundreds of foods you show in your book, and I can get healthier and lose weight?
That's right, Tim.
That is great. This is definitely a diet I will enjoy and can stick to.
Yes, that's why dieters from all over the world are loving it and doctors endorsing it, because it teaches people how to eat healthy and, at the same time, lose more weight than they ever thought possible.
Kelly, any final thoughts here? We just have a few minutes left.
There's just one last thing, Tim. I want the people watching from home to know that I know what it feels like to think you're doing everything right and still seeing no results. What you've been doing up until now has not worked, and now you know why. It's not your fault, you simply had bad information. You are at a crossroad right now in your life with what could be one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. The road you are on right now will leave you frustrated year after year trying all those crazy fad diet programs you know don't work. You will watch the best years of your life go by without ever experiencing what it feels like to be in top shape, or even worse, regretting not learning about this and risking the health of you and your family by ending up with an unhealthy disease that comes from being overweight. Because we all know that being overweight is the #1 cause of all the health problems out there. Health problems like heart disease, strokes, high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, and even cancer. Plus, studies have shown that when you don't eat right, your body lacks energy, preventing you from doing the most important things in life, like spending time with your significant other or playing with your kids, leading to not having great relationships with the important people in your life. When you don't eat right, this leads to shorter lifespans due to organ failure or getting one of those major diseases I mentioned earlier, because most of these come from not eating right. This is the most important thing you can do for your health and your life. Or you can choose the other road, the road of change. This road represents the decision to take control of your life, and you will prove to yourself, your family, and your friends you will not accept just being average. Your body is the first thing to change. By implementing the simple strategies I show you in the book, you will see your body transform as you look into the mirror every day and start getting genuine compliments from people about how great you are looking and wanting to know your secret. You will finally be able to wear the clothes you've always wanted to wear, but not always available in your size. From there, doors will begin to open in all areas of your life that you never knew existed because of all the self-confidence, power, and respect you have gained in yourself. But everything starts in the decision you're about to make right now. As you know, great opportunities to totally change your life with a simple decision do not come along every day. Do not let today's opportunity slip by you. Seize this one now. Click the button you see below to get a copy of this book to get started on your new body, your new future, and your new life. Go ahead and click the button you see below to get your copy of this life-changing book so that you don't let this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity pass you by.
Well, Kelly, thanks so much again for being here today. Folks, this is your last chance to get a copy of Kelly's new book, and if you are really serious about losing weight and being healthy, I highly recommend that you click the button you see below to get your copy right now, since it's not available in stores. So look at the bottom of your screen and click the button you see below right now to take advantage of this amazing new way to lose weight by eating special foods that kill fat. Kelly, thanks again for being with us. Great information. Really enjoyed it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Tim Pfeiffer. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, it's Kelly Wilson again, and I hope you really enjoyed the program. Now, I've got one more surprise for you today. When you order my new book, Eat Healthy Secrets, by clicking the button you see below, I'm going to also include a special report called 10 Foods That Boost Sex Drive. This report shows you the best 10 foods that increase sex drive back like when you were 21. But best of all, since these special foods give you so much energy, they also increase your metabolism, helping you lose weight faster than you ever thought possible. I want to give you this special gift today, free, because you took the time to watch this interview. Congratulations! This bonus won't be available much longer, so make sure you click the button you see below to get it now. Enjoy!